Martí, back-to-back wins as we head into this weekend's game. Is it about trying to continue with that good feeling that's around the place?
Yeah, obviously we want to continue the good trend, especially because this week in some way was kind of special because the loss of as well Stan. So all the condolences to his family and actually all the fans that could enjoy him when he played in QPR. So for us it was important as well to get this victory for him, and we're going to try to keep on going with, as you said, this good trend, but as well because such an important legend for the club deserve from all of us to do our best in order to try to honour him.
From the last 7 games, we've picked up 14 points, which is an incredible return regardless of where you are in the league, not least if you're down towards the bottom. What's pleased you most about that period?
Well, I will be more pleased in the moment that we make sure that those points help us to achieve the final target. It's true that the team is improving and we need to be happy and satisfied because we see the progress in the pitch. I like the way those guys are training. So perhaps the thing that I'm most proud is behind the scenes, what I see how these guys are working every week, every day after day. There is definitely an improvement in terms of the performance culture that we want to build, about being very competitive, about being a side that is not easy to play against, about being an aggressive side that wants to attack, that wants to create chances. I think that this mindset is there. So we have seen a progress as well from a mental point of view, the way we approach the games, the way we finish the games. I think it has been a big progress, but at the same time, the most important for me is the identity, the way we play. And I think that despite some games are better, some games will be worse, I see a team that is having a clear idea on how we want to play football, that all the players are showing themselves with personality, asking for the ball, not being afraid of making mistakes, and that encouraged me for the rest of the season.
And those results, those performances must help the players to completely buy into what you're looking to do, not saying they hadn't before, but it emphasises the point, doesn't it?
I think the players were from the beginning, very beginning, all into what we're trying to do, and I think it comes a little bit because when you play football, the first thing you want to do when you're a kid is just to have the ball, and this is a little bit the foundation, that we want to play the ball, we want to trust each other, and from there build a game that again makes us a very competitive side, but at the same time the supporters can feel proud that they think it's fun to watch us play football games. So all the credit to the players, because they are the ones that are taking the risks. That is not easy to play under pressure in the situation we are on the table, building up from the keeper and breaking lines and trying to play a football that we think is the best to pick the points, but that requires a lot of personality. And that's something that I really give credit to all of them, because it has been just better and better, and that shows that we have a team that we don't know what's going to happen in the next 12 games, but we know that they are doing their best in order to achieve the target.
From the moment you came in, the target was to get out of the bottom 3. We have now achieved that, but how important is it that that doesn't cause complacency?
I think I'm sure that the players will not feel now that the job is done, because I think all of us, we know that it was a big milestone to arrive to that point. I think it was 8 points when I arrived, so a big difference to take the teams in front of us. Now finally we are there, but we know that the job is far from done, so we need to keep on pushing and we need to be ready, because it might be that we pick again 2 bad results in a row, and this league is so changing all the time and so competitive, so we need to be ready to keep competing at our best in order to make sure that this is not just 1 week, but as I said before, arrive to the last game of the season with the job done. That's the target.
Leicester City have lost their last 2 games. They're sitting at the top of the league, 6 points clear. Does that make them more dangerous in your opinion?
100%, more than ever. I think that perhaps some people will think that is a good moment because they lost 2 games. I can tell you, when a team is at the top with the quality they have, they want to react and they will not be happy about the last 2 performances. A good demonstration of that is that they play a game in the cup during the week. They rotate almost a lot of the players that were usually playing 11 starting, and still they had the capacity to win against a Premier League team. So that shows the quality and the level they have in the squad. I'm expecting a very tough game. We need to be aware that we need to be at our very best level if we want to pick something from there. And I'm encouraged because I see the progress of the players, and I hope that we can deliver a good performance and get some points there, but we need to be aware that it's going to be a difficult game.
Do you think your players are relishing the opportunity as a yardstick to see where they're at against what is at this moment in time the best team in the Championship?
I think that the team has been always responding well. Every time we play against teams that on the table, on paper, they are better than us, I think the team has been always responding well. So we know that is a big challenge, the one we have again on Saturday against a team that, as I said, when you look at the table, there is no doubt that so far they have been the best team in the league. We know that it's going to be difficult, but I believe my players, and we're going to try our best to pick some points.
Team news, you've got a problem in that you're bringing subs on and they're impacting games, so they've got a right to be banging on your door. Jack Colback, of course, is suspended, but you've got more selection headaches, haven't you?
It's a luxury problem, and it's the kind of problems that you want to face as a manager. It's much worse when you look back and you don't find any solution. Now I feel the pressure in my back, which is a good thing. So I definitely feel that the guys are understanding that it's going to be moments and games for everybody. And the impact that, for instance, Sam and Paul had in the last game when they came immediately, it's not easy to jump just in the halftime and have the impact they had directly into the game. So all the credit to all the players. Even every time when I'm thinking about the last 10, 12 games, the impact of the bench players has been really, really good, and that gives us a lot of options, because I do think, especially at this moment of the season, that is as important who starts the games, but as well who finishes the game, and this is sometimes part as well of the game plan.
And just finally, I know we talk about them often, but the supporters, they're coming out in numbers again. 3,000 are going to be making the trip to support you and the team. Are they catching you by surprise, just how much they're backing you and the players, for good and for bad, in terms of results?
Shows how amazing they are. I mean, I have no words to describe. I think it was the 5th sold-out full house game since I've been here. It was a joy, game against the bottom team, in the situation where we are, and to feel this support. Last game away, we had 2,500. To go such a long distance trip to Leicester and have 3,000 almost, it's unbelievable. So the least we can do is to try to do our best to give them a good performance, and hopefully we can celebrate together some points, 3 points at the end of the game.